Good morning, everyone. And we begin. No, I'm joking. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about the new brochure. As you guys know, I love brochures because it actually solidifies that it's in a real thing. If you guys notice, when you guys are at the shows, have any of you guys just showed this to a customer and they're like, oh, upgrade, show me that, right? It's pretty simple, okay? But what I want to do is I just want to go over some more advanced things. Yeah, everyone gets one of these. So if you can pass them out now. But the one thing that I want to talk to you guys about with the upgrades is that you guys need to talk about the upgrades multiple times with your customers. Okay, we're going to go over some key phrases. We're going to go over some things that lead up to it. And then I'm going to talk about how to interact with a customer that's looking at 1 to 2 to 3 pieces, and then reverting back over to this and getting them to upgrade and understand that the upgrade program is the thing for them to buy. Okay. Now, I know that a lot of you guys have worked with me at the shows, and sometimes you guys are sitting there and you're like, okay, how did he do that? What went on? What did he say? And I'm just going to tell you guys this right now. There's no fluff with anything that I do. It's very straightforward. And I know that that kind of is the mystery of what I do, right? But the thing is that I'm just straight up with them and I'm like, hey, this is what you need to do. You should just put your money in, buy this, right? If you want to save money, do this, do that, right? So a couple things that I want to talk about with the upgrade program is that first thing, when you guys are talking to your guys' past customers, you guys should initially ask them one question. Have you ever thought about adding to your collection? Okay. Because you got to remember that we're selling sets. We're not selling individual pieces. Okay. And if you say, have you ever thought about adding to your collection? If they say, yes, I have, right? Then it just leads right into, okay, what are the pieces or what things have you thought about adding to your collection? Right? And they'll say, oh, well, I was looking at getting something like this, something like this, something like that, right? We want to ask those quality questions because they're going to tell us exactly what they want. But the thing that's nice is even if they say, no, I've never thought about adding to the collection, right? You go, well, when's the last time you saw Cutco, right? And if they say, oh, I haven't seen it in 5 or 6 years. Oh, well, there's some new pieces and new products that you definitely want to take advantage of here at the show. Let me go ahead and show you a couple of those, right? My main thing is to get out that 1 to 2 to 3 awesome pieces where customers are engaged right away with what we're doing at the show, right? Just so you know, you're a past customer, which means that you get better discounts here at the show than anyone else that comes up to the booth. You're our preferred clients, so therefore, if you pick out something here at the show, we're going to make sure you get the best deal possible, right? Now, the reason why I'm saying all of this is because it's leading up to this program, right? The other thing that I asked too is, did you know that Cutco changed a lot of things since the last time you saw us, right? And a lot of customers are like, what did you change? Don't worry, your guarantee is the same. That way you can go back over the guarantee with the customer. The things that have changed is some of the ways that you get to buy Cutco as a customer that actually makes it easier and better for you in the long run, right? Now, a lot of times when you have customers that are standing at the booth, they always want something, okay? And anyone in this room knows my motto is if they walk up to the booth, they want you to sell them something. No matter if they're looking for something, wanting something, or needing something, it's up to you to figure out what that is and then sell it to them, right? And that's what's perfect about the upgrade program is that you can literally tell customers, they designed this program specifically for you, right? And customers are like, well, what do you mean? What is that upgrade program, right? Keep it simple. Don't overdo it. Oh, well, you have to do this and you got to do this and da-da-da-da-da. And like, you guys know what I'm talking about. When you guys are talking to a customer, you're like, well, first what we do is we tell you what you're missing. And then what we do is we send you out a new block and then you have to do this and that. It confuses customers, right? What we do is we basically send you out a new block. You put your old knives in there and then we sell you the missing pieces that you're looking for, right? Keep it simple for them. And they're like, oh, you guys do that. Yes, this program is awesome. Now, as you guys notice that there's an inner page of this brochure, don't open the inner page of the brochure with a customer. You will overwhelm them almost immediately when you flip to this because they're like, oh shit, I don't want all of those, right? Keep it simple. Just open up this and they already are reading this right here before you can even explain to them what the program is, right? And the thing that's nice about doing this program is that when you flip it open, you get a choice of whatever block you want here. And what we do is we just get you the missing pieces. They don't care what those missing pieces are. They just want to upgrade their set. Okay. If you're one of those reps like, oh, and these are the missing pieces that you get. Oh, and we can customize it. We can make it especially just for you. And you just complicated it. Okay. Customers don't care. They want to upgrade. It's like their car. If you tell them, hey, we have an upgraded stereo system, great, do it. They don't ask what type of speaker, what type of amp, what type of, nobody does it. If they do, then you can open this up and you can go through it with them. Okay. But keep it simple. The thing that's nice about the upgrade program, and then you talk about it, and then you tell them, by the way, if you want to save the most money, you do this program here at the booth. Right? We want to paint the picture that if you want the best bang for your buck, you have to do this program, right? One of the phrases that I say, the smartest thing you can do as a past customer, is take advantage of the new program that Cutco designed specifically for you, right? Because they're going to go, well, Cutco designed this specifically for me. If I want to be smart, right, I will take advantage of that, right? Then what you want to do is you want to go through it and then make it very simple. Let me show you the price. If you don't like that price, then we can take things out or we can go down to a smaller upgrade, right? Get to the point fast, because a lot of you guys are going to learn how to go to the Cutco kitchen and do all the add-ons and stuff like that. But the main thing is that you want to get them a price right away so that you can show them what comes in it. And then if they're like, well, what pieces come in it? Then you can pull it out and you can go through it with them. But don't make it like, oh, this knife you get, it's a salmon knife. This knife you get is a cleaver. Like, don't specifically go through that. What you want to do is just introduce the upgrade package, then show it to them. And then if they start going, well, what comes in it? Then you can show them. And if they're like, oh, I'd never use a cleaver. Okay, that's great. Because then we have the upgraded version of it, right? If you don't want the cleaver, what of the barbecue tools do you want extra? Okay. Now, if they already expressed to you that they don't like a certain knife in the upgrade, don't tell them it comes in the upgrade, okay? Because they don't know what the hell comes in the upgrade, okay? So it's easy for you to go, okay, well, here's the knife that you should have. It should be the Petite Santoku, right? Instead of the cleaver, right? If they're like, oh, well, if that upgrade comes with the cleaver, I really don't want the cleaver. Oh, it doesn't. That upgrade comes with this. Be honest with them if you hear it. Don't try to throw in something that you know that they're not going to buy. The other thing that I do too is, like, instead of a petite slicer, you guys know that that's the extra bread knife that comes in it. That's the one thing, the cleaver, here's the 3 knives in an upgrade that people don't like. Okay. Let's get to it. Okay. They don't like the cleaver. Okay. They don't like the petite slicer because it's a repeat of the same knife that they already have. Okay. And I know a lot of you guys love the salmon knife, but where I'm from in Colorado, we're a landlocked state and they really don't like the salmon knife. Okay. Now I know some of you guys are like, oh, how dare he? Okay. I'm just telling you, those are the pieces that we kind of struggle to sell. Okay. Obviously it's easy. Oh, you can rind this, you can do this. Oh, it's like, we know how to sell.
What about my daily watermelon?
Right. But the thing is that just know in the back of your mind that those pieces might catch them off guard and they'd be like, well, I don't need a second bread knife. So what we do with our upgrades is we automatically put in the Santoku slicer, okay, or the Santoku carver, and we go, oh, and you also get the barbecue knife for your briskets, your tri-tips, your ribs, your roast, which is great in Texas. Okay, every time that I do that, they're like, oh yeah, I have to have the barbecue knife. Oh, I have to have, right? That's why you guys hear me call it the carnivore set. Okay, in Texas, that's a huge thing that when I say it at Texas State Fair, or any event that I'm here, they're like, carnivore, yeah, hell yeah, I'm a meat guy, right? They'll buy it just because you tell them it's a carnivore set. It's for those people that love meat, like to eat meat, and they like to cook their own meats and do everything that you can with meat, right? They buy it almost immediately, okay? But just know that it's okay to swap things out before you even show them what comes in the upgrade. A lot of times people don't even care what comes in it. So you can just put whatever you randomly want into the set and they're like, cool, I'll take it. Okay. So that's the first upgrade that I want to talk about. The other thing is that a lot of you guys, I've noticed this at shows, especially at State Fair, you have customers that have the Ultimates already, right? And then you guys are like, oh, I don't know how to sell to them, right? Oh, well, you guys would be a perfect candidate for our new upgrade program. We have what we call our companion sets. And they're like, what do you mean? Well, we have a complete companion set and then we have a basic companion set, right? And then they're like, well, what is that? And then that's where you can use this and you can open it up and you can show them all their missing pieces. So you already have the big cheese knife. Well, now you actually, the companion set comes with the tomato, onion, cucumber, lime, lemon knife, right? Also, you already have this. So you get your Santoku style paring knife, which is a paring knife on a cutting board. You get your curved paring knife, which is for doing your jalapenos, going around the cores, sectioning, right? And then they're like, oh, I didn't know I was missing all of those knives. Yeah, you're missing your complete companion set, right? And you guys know Andy Janti talks about how you could have a second ultimate set of knives. You can't now because there's no more straight edge Santoku knives, but you still can do a homemaker, okay? And you can still, and a signature with that. So that's why I say complete. Yeah. So you can do your complete companion set or you can do your basic companion set. And I just want you guys to have that in the back of your mind because I was working with Blake at the state fair and he was like, this guy goes, what else am I missing? I already have the big set. And he goes, oh, you're missing this and this. And he pulled out 3 pieces, right? Or 2 pieces. And then I just said, what about the companion set? Then he showed the small companion set and the guy goes, is that all I'm missing? And I'm like, the bigger one. And then he pulled out all the pieces and the guy was like, I don't care what it is, just sign me up. I want the companion set, right? And that's just due to having this, okay? But at the same time, talking about that extra upgrade that our customers are not expecting, right? They might own a signature set. It's okay to sell them a companion set, a homemaker companion set, right? And then they're like, well, how does this do? Well, the block either slides next to the one that you existing have, or you can put it on an island or put it on a prep station. Or what you can do is put this in your second RV, camper, boat, whatever. And then it goes right into family program, right? So we have an upgrade program. And if you do the upgrade program, it also gives you bigger discounts because we have the friends and family discount that's going on, which I can tell you here in a second, right? Always those package deals with your upgrades as well, okay? We're a knife company. Upgrades is the thing to do, okay? If any of this is confusing to you, don't be confused. Just know this brochure, you literally go, yep, we have this new program. It's the upgrade program. Have you ever thought about adding to your collection? And they're like, yeah, actually, I want to get a couple. Okay, great. Well, let's go ahead and put those pieces with your upgrade and let's give you the biggest discount possible, right? And they're like, how do I store them? That's what's great about the upgrade program. We automatically send you that block, okay? So it'll fit your existing knives, right? We're going to send you a block that fits your existing knives and your new knives, right? Very important for you to do that, okay? Now, the thing that's nice about this is that if you guys have this at the brochure, it's okay to like hand it to them and be like, yeah, you need to take advantage of this brochure, right? And a lot of times they'll open it, they'll see that first thing, and then they'll just do this. So what's the, like, show it to me, okay? But don't complicate it, it's upgrades. It's easy to do. The main thing is that when you guys are selling with a customer, if you talk about the upgrade and then you guys get them in a couple pieces and you go, you should do the upgrade program. And they're like, well, I don't know if I want to upgrade. Continually sell them another couple pieces. Because as you guys know, my motto is if you're trying to sell them something, you should have 3 pieces to recommend it, right? If someone says, I'm trying to cut up watermelon, well, here's the 3 knives that you need for your watermelon, right? A lot of you guys only have like 1 solution. You should have 2 or 3 solutions with everything that they're looking for. Well, I want to do barbecuing. Okay, well, we have a barbecue set. It has these 5 knives in it, right? And then the customer's like, oh, I didn't know I needed that. Yeah, you need that one for the fat to gristle the membrane. That one's for the cooked. This is for separating and disjoining. This one's here going through the bones, right? And then the customer's like, okay, how do I get all of that? The upgrade program, right? And then they're like, oh, well, show me the upgrade program. And you go right back to it, okay? Anytime they're looking at 2, 3, 4, or 5 pieces, tell them they have to do the upgrade program. I would love for you to buy the 3 or 4 pieces individually, but you're not gonna get a really good discount unless you do the upgrade program. And if they go, well, I don't want the block, that's fine. We can send you the trays or we can send you the snapping sheets, right? But always just talk about it. And then anytime that they are doing an upgrade, they automatically get extra knives with their upgrade. It's very important for you guys to do that where they get extras. So if they want 5 knives, you need to say, well, with these 5 knives also comes with these extra pieces. And they're like, why am I getting extra pieces? And you're like, because it's automatically included in the upgrade. Like they come with those 5 pieces. I know a lot of you guys are like confused by that. That's because you just need to take control of it and tell them, since you're looking at these 5 knives, here's the other 3 knives that come with it, right? Here's the other 4 knives, because you guys know it's 9 pieces to upgrade. The reason why I keep saying, here's the other 3 is because usually they have the pair of shears, which is that 9th item. So that's why I keep saying, here's the 5, plus you get 3 extra. And customers like, oh, really? Right? And then when you guys do your 5-piece special or your 8-piece special, it's the best specials here at the show. You guys have heard me say that before. And then what you do is you just close them on that. Okay. The other thing that's nice about steak knives, if you guys know that new customers are buying a lot of big steak knives, okay, this also goes with your upgrade program. What you need to do is if you want the big steak knives, we also upgrade your block for you as well. And it comes with either 10 or 12 steak knives, right? If you want an extra 400 CPO or $400 added on to the steak knives that they're looking at, you need to talk about, if you buy the steak knives, we automatically give you the upgraded block, right? And then customers like, well, if I'm getting an upgraded block, what else? Oh, well, what we do is we find out what other pieces you're missing and we send those to you as well. And they're like, oh, well, what other pieces am I missing, right? They might already own an ultimate block, right? But they want to get the 12 steak knives. How many of you guys have had that where customers like, I want the big steak knives? Okay, well, just so you know, if you get the big steak knives, we also upgrade your block for you as well. And they're like, oh, really? It's just an added into the price of the set of steak knives, right? And what I've been doing is if they buy the block and they buy 12 steak knives, they get 4 steak knives for free, but that block automatically gets sent to them. So they have a new storage option. Then they get the new block and then they call you and they go, what do I do with this old block? And you're like, well, we can either fill it, put it in a second home or an RV, or you can give it to one of your children and then we can start buying gifts for them, or you can just return it to me and I'll take it from you, right? And most of the time they're like, so I can keep this? And I'm like, yeah, because we want you to fill it up for either a son or a daughter or a second home, right? Now you have that customer that's a repeat customer, right? Cool. So just saw a lot of upgrades this at this show. You guys know all of our shows are just crazy and people are like dying to buy things from us. This is the best thing that came out since COVID. Because literally I've only worked 3 shows and I've showed it to like every customer that's been at the booth. And I've had way more upgrades than I ever have because I've always complicated an upgrade. And now it's just simple. Yeah, it's an upgrade. We just send you a block, you put your existing knives in it, and we send you the missing knives. And they're like, oh, cool. What missing knives am I? And then you just, here's the missing knives. And if they have any complications, you're like, oh, well, we could take that out and put this one in. And they're like, oh, I like that. How much is it? Let me show you. Show them the price. Next thing you know, they're like, oh, I'll take it. So simple, easy, but just do it, okay? The best thing you could do is just show it to every single past customer that's out there. Don't be one of those reps that doesn't show it because you're not going to get it. Okay? Are we doing Q&A or
Go for it, yes.
So I know in the past a lot of us have been trained to like do the names and uses in the first part of the upgrade. You're saying you do it after pricing or whenever they ask for it? Like at what point do you do names and uses?
I do names and uses once they say that they want to look at the upgrade. Well, what comes in my upgrade? Well, this is the pieces that come in there, and then you do names and uses, okay? And when you do your names and uses, then you can be spot on because now you can know what they have in their existing set versus what they're missing. And you go, well, the good thing is that you have the butcher knife, but what you don't have is this knife, and this knife that break down all the meats and do all of the prep work for the meats. Get what I'm saying? So they can go that way.
So with multiple booths, we always try to have congruent pricing for the booth.
That's a good question to ask the team.
Are we going to talk about that at some point today or not? What we're selling?
I think the thing is that when it comes to the upgrade, now this is like what I've seen with the upgrade. People don't care. Like they just like, so I'm gonna tell you what I have been doing with my customers with pricing. That's been perfect. So what I do is I say, now, just so you know, when you're all said and done, you'll have a $3,600 set of knives sitting on your counter, but you're not going to pay nowhere near that here at the show. Now, as you know, you already spent $1,000 on this set of knives here, right? Because if they have a homemaker, you know that they spent either $1,000 up to $1,000, maybe even $1,200. Okay, I try not to give them the benefit of that they just bought within the last 4 years, where it went from 1,100 to 1,300. Okay, so I always just assume that they spent $1,000 on the set, and I go, and you've already spent $1,000 on your set of knives, and they go, yeah, I've already spent 1,000. So if we take the $1,000 off of what you already own, then you're missing about $2,600 with a Cutco. Okay, I don't know the exact. I'm just saying that it's easier for them to go, okay, I already bought $1,000. Now I'm down about $2,600 of the stuff. Then what I do is then I show them their upgrade. But the good thing is you're buying her at the show, so you get it on sale for $1,480, $1,530, whatever it is. And I was like, so right there, you're already saving $1,000 because you're finishing your set here at the show. And they're just all like, oh, cool. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So it's already built into the price because prices have gone up since they bought their last set, but they don't know, you know what I mean? And if a customer goes, well, I went online and it's the same price as online. And I'm like, yeah, but you're not paying extra for the pieces you already own. Normally they only come in the sets, but we're allowing you to get the other half that you're missing, right? Because that's what we said to them. All we're doing is sending you the pieces you're missing, and you go from there. So I would just tell you, you don't have to budge on the price unless they're like, ooh, I don't know. And then you're like, oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to put in your past customer discount. Oops, sorry, me. And then drop off a couple pieces off of it. And then you're like, I forgot to put your extra $300 discount on there. And then they buy that. So I think you can't have a set price on upgrades because every customer has different items at their house. So it'd be really strange for us to go, this is what you're going to sell all your upgrades at. You know?
I just wanted you to talk about how you bring pricing.
Yeah.
And Chelsea, one other thing on that, in the best action sheets, you know, they do have like the standard Rainmaker's ultimate upgrade, like you're getting 4 table knives, you're getting these ultimate pieces in the block, and it's just priced at full price. You know, so then it's usually like, oh, it comes with a couple free gadgets, or we can drop price from there, or we can customize stuff if they're getting more or less or bigger shape knives. But that's usually kind of the standard upgrade price, and then from there it's pretty customizable based on what they're doing, based on what they're doing.
And by the way, the extra 4 table knives and the extra 6 or the extra 4 steak knives, you need to build that up as like, plus on top of all of these knives, we give you extra table steak knives so that you'll have a complete set, so that when people come over, you'll have enough for when your family's there. So it's kind of like, oh, by the way, you also get this on top of it, right? It's kind of like the add-on, kind of like the cutting boards.
Yeah, I noticed at the beginning, it sounded like your initial question where they come up is, yes, have you ever thought about adding to your collection versus, I guess.
When's the last time you thought about adding to your collection?
Okay, I guess I was a little bit more excited for different things with that. I guess the initial walk-up question, if they're just walking by and they have the Petco sparkle in their eye, you're trying to pull them over. I guess in the past, I was taught by asking the question, have you ever thought about adding to your collection? It's such a hit or miss.
So that's the transition question that you're asking. So it's not the first thing you say, hey, have you thought about adding to your collection? That should not be the first thing you say to your customer.
I didn't think so. I'm not sure.
Right. So what it is, hey folks, how are you? Oh, I'm doing great. Oh, nice. You have Cutco? Yeah, I've had it for 12 years. You guys can do your high five, whatever you do. And then you can say, when's the last time you had it sharpened? Do you know that we still do that? And they're like, yes, no, whatever. And then you're all like, hey, I don't know when you've thought about adding to your collection or have thought about doing that, but right now is a perfect time for you to do it. So that's more of a transition where you can go, okay, enough of the rah, 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 you're an amazing customer because you have us. It's like, let's get to the point. Have you ever thought about adding to your collection? No, I haven't. When's the last time you saw Cutco?
Gotcha.
It's been 10 years. Okay, let me show you some of the new things that we have to offer here at the show that's exclusive to you as a past customer. Okay.
Office, like when they say like last year, I mean, how do you handle that?
when they say,
Now it's not gonna be as
when
well.
they bought last
But
year?
when they see us within like a year.
Okay, great.
I just want to hear it. 'Cause
So here's the thing. If they saw us last year, I guarantee you this, unless they found one of us that's really good at what we do, they did not see everything that Cutco has to offer.
Right.
Okay. And I just want you guys to know that 90% of the reps that are out there do not show customers everything that we make. Okay. It's very obvious because you could see people and you're like, well, we have some new things. And they're like, well, what's your new things? And then I'm like, have you seen our gourmet paring knife? Which you guys know has been out for like 3 years because everybody was pissed that another paring knife came out. But the thing is, customers like, oh, it's a new paring knife. And I'm like, yeah, it's the ultra thin one that's designed to cut in the air and on a cutting board. It stays sharp longer than all the rest of them. And they're like, no, nobody's even showed me that. Now I know that I get a lot of flack because I'm the paring knife guy, okay? Because I'm glad that they have paring knives because old ladies love the 6-piece paring knife set. You guys do know that we have a 6-piece paring knife set, right? It comes with a block and it's cute and it sits on your counter, right? It's only $5.86, right? But the thing is that that's that thing right there. So the main thing is that I wouldn't second guess like if they saw everything, because here's the thing: when customers come up to my booth, I'm telling them that we have new pruners, okay? And they're like, "Oh, you guys got new pruners?" And I'm like, "I know for sure that nobody showed you our garden tools." People are like, "Oh shit, I didn't even know you guys have garden tools." I was like, "They've been around for like, are you sure you saw us last year?" You know. But do you get what I'm saying? And then the mats, obviously, they don't know about the mats, the non-stick cookware, okay, because you know that came out during COVID, so you know nobody is talking about that. I mean, there's just so many different things that we can show them. And here's the other thing that I love doing. I love just picking out the vegetable knife and saying, and this knife here, it's brand new, it's phenomenal, it's amazing. And then they'll look at it and they'll go, are you sure that's new? Because I think I have it. And then you know that they have a big set. If they go, oh, what is that? Oh my gosh, it's the sharpest knife ever. Literally, you just touch something and it cuts, it's amazing. And then you hand it to them and they're like, oh, wow. And then you're like, okay, they don't know half the shit that we own. Okay. So just assume that whoever showed it to them had no clue what they were doing. And then Adam.
Yeah, so when someone's like, no, I haven't really thought about adding to my collection, what are you paying attention to know if you should continue there or transition to like flatware cookware, and what does that transition look like if they're not feeling the match?
So that's where I will transition into, did you know a lot of things are changing in Cutco? And I don't know if you know that we're changing up everything that we're doing for our past customers. So then what you do is then you can start filling them out, and then that's when you show them all the brochures, right? Like, just so you know, we have this new Cutco kitchen program. Most of our customers don't even know we have the #1 flatware and the #1 cookware out there, right? And the customer's like, oh, you guys have cookware? And then right there, you know that they're actually not looking for knives, they're looking for cookware or something else, right? And then you can go right into that. Or what you'll do is you'll just say, I know that you haven't thought about adding to your collection, but here's some of the pieces you should have in your kitchen. And then you show them the boning knife, you show them like those pieces that they should have in the kitchen.
So are you saying basically what I'm getting from this, and I'm just curious if this is what you're kind of implying, is that just because someone saw them a year ago, don't assume that they've seen upgrades, don't assume that they know about all the other products or packages, and pretty much anything they don't have yet is new.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I assume that they saw a baby rep that pushed play on a video, and that's what they saw of Cutco. Okay, because the new programs and the new packages and things, it's funny because they'll be like, yeah, I saw Cutco last year. I was like, okay, so you know about all the things that are changing in Cutco, right? And they're like, what's changing? And I'm like, don't worry, it's not your guarantee. You still have that. And then they're like, but what's changing? And then you go into, we have our new upgrade program, and they're like, wait, the kid never told me about that, right? And then you're like, see, they haven't seen anything. They just went through a demo.
Stupid reps and their dumb managers. So you've done all the components, which is amazing. Could I ask you, would you just run through the approach one time, just like using the brochure?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I would just love to see it all put together.
That's cool. Okay, so you're going to be Customer.
Yes, let's hope we be the customer.
Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Oh, nice. You look like you own Cutco.
Yeah, we've got a set at home. That's great stuff.
Okay, nice. How long have you had it?
We probably had it 7 or 8 years now, I'm guessing.
7, 8 years. Nice. Have you ever had it sharpened?
No, I guess we haven't.
You know that we do that for you for free, right?
Oh, I think I forgot that.
Okay, no problem. Well, we can definitely get you signed up and we get your knife sharpened for you for free.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever thought about adding to your collection lately, but we have a lot of great things that are going on here at the show just for our past customers.
Yeah, I know my wife, she's definitely looked at a few other pieces over the years, but we've never really pulled the trigger.
Okay, nice. Do you know what pieces those were?
You know, we grill a lot, and she does a lot of the meat stuff, so there were a
Okay.
few times she'd seen like that.
Nice. So the thing that's nice about that is that we have this new program that was designed specifically for our customers like you that want to add on to their collection. It's called our upgrade program.
Mhm.
I don't know if you're familiar with this, but what we do, here's the little brochure there. What we do is we get our existing customers that want to add on and get extra pieces. What we do is we get you guys a new block. And then what we do is we put your existing knives into that block. And all we do is find out what missing knives that you want to add to your collection and then give you a complete set again. Okay. So the cool thing about this is that, what set do you own, by the way? Do you have the one with the 8 table knives with the 2 forks?
Yeah, it's got 6 or 8, I think. It's
Okay, nice. Do you have this knife? And then I'll pull out the butcher knife.
Oh, I love that knife.
You got that knife?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So the set that you actually have is what we call our basic set. And the thing that's nice is that you're missing all of our customer recommended pieces.
Oh.
So you're going to be a perfect candidate for our new upgrade program. Let me go ahead and show you what comes in it. We also call it our carnivore set, and you said you do a lot of barbecuing, so it's going to be perfect for you because literally it caters to the people that eat a lot of meat. Okay.
Nice.
Now, if they don't eat a lot of meat, right, and they're vegetarians, it's okay. You still can do an ultimate upgrade with them. You just change your approach to this one's for coconuts, this one's for melons, this is for this is for blah, 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 blah. Okay. So the thing that's great about this, oh, by the way, did you get the shears with your set?
Yes.
You did?
love those.
Okay,
Oh my
nice.
God.
They're awesome. Have you ever thought about getting a second pair?
You know, I nearly lost them one time. I thought my wife was going to kill
Okay.
me. So
Yeah, so
it
I
wouldn't
would
be a bad move.
I would highly recommend just getting an extra pair. The thing that's nice about the upgrade, it automatically comes with an extra pair. My wife's Asian, and trust me, we have like 9 or 10 pairs. They use it for everything. Okay. So in this set actually comes with, and then I'll go over those pieces, right, on the brochure. And I go, you get your flexible knife that's for like thin sliced brisket, fillets, fish. It's great for rinding your watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, eggplant. And then I'll just go through it, right? And then what I do is I pull them up on the board. So you actually get this knife here, and then I pull it up so that I can section out exactly what they're getting. And then I go, so that upgrade there comes with those 9 pieces, comes with the block. Oh, and what's even better is they actually throw in an extra 4-pack of those table steak knives that you have. You have the little ones right on the bottom of it.
Yeah, I assume so.
Nice. Have you ever thought that you needed more? Have you ever ran out of them?
Yeah, I mean, we've come
Okay.
over.
You're not missing any of them, are you?
Oh, I hope not. I paid a lot for them.
Okay, good. So what we do is we actually throw in an extra 4-pack of those so that you have a complete set that fits in the bottom of the block. Is it all right if I go ahead and show you your exclusive discount that we have here at the show today?
Yeah, I'd be curious to see.
Okay, perfect. So let me grab my iPad, let me go through it, and then what I do is I go through that. Then I say, now just so you know, when you're all set and complete, you'll have this set sitting here on your counter. Okay, it's about $3,600 with a Cutco. Now, when did you buy it? You said 7, 8 years ago?
7, maybe 10 years
Okay.
ago, something like that.
Nice. So that set you probably paid about $1,000 for when you got it
Yeah,
first,
sounds
right?
right.
Right, and you probably thought it was a lot of money, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Now, the thing that's great is that you have that set, you haven't had it sharpened, and you absolutely love it. Now your wife wants more. So this is a perfect opportunity to get that $3,600 set of knives on your counter, but you're not going to pay nowhere near that here today. Okay. So what we do is we take that $1,000 off of the $3,600 worth of knives that you have at home or will have at home. So you're missing about $2,600 if you were to buy it brand new from Cutco. That's about the discount they'd sell you the new set for. Okay. But here at the show, since you're a past customer, all you're doing is buying your missing pieces. So it's actually on sale here at the show for only $1,486.
Oh, wow.
Now, the great thing about it is that you're a past customer. So what we do is we have a loyalty to you. So what we do is we actually let you pay today $296. And then what we do is we ship it out to you all at once. So you get that new block, you get the missing pieces, and then you just bill that out to you every 30 days till it's paid off. No interest, no credit check, nothing like that, because we have a loyalty to you. But the great thing is that you said you've never had them sharpened either. Okay. So what we do is when you upgrade your set, We send you out all of the new pieces. Then what you do is you take all your old pieces, put it in that box, send it back to the factory. And then in about 2 weeks, you'll get those back all brand new, refurbished, perfect edges and cleaned up. So that when they come back, you put those with your new knives. And then it's like you have a brand new set of knives at home.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what do you think? You guys want to go ahead and get that today?
Well, let's do it.
Okay, perfect.
Damn.
And it's just simple.
It really was quick and simple.
It is. Well, yes. Don't make it too fast.
That was great. Let's give another round of applause for her. I love the push and pull that Curtis said. It's like loving them, like you're a past customer, you get access to this, you have all this exclusive stuff, we have a courtesy to you, here's what we do for you. But I love his like tantalizing, dangling, like we have new stuff. We have a new program. You haven't even seen Cutco in 5 years. And it makes them ask. Remember when we did the secret special? I can only tell you about it if you ask me. They're like, all right, what is it? So I love the dangling of like, we have new stuff. Because again, a lot of people come up and we're just like, oh my gosh, let me show you new things. And like, instead it's like this pulling in of like, we have things you don't even know about. Oh, we have something that's designed just for you. Oh, we have something that's perfect for you. Oh, we have all this new stuff. You don't even have the good knives. So like, what am I missing? You're missing stuff. Like, oh, I got the big set. No. You're missing things. This is the big set. That's awesome. I love it. Love it.